Good morning, my dear students. So, welcome to Royal Palace PU College. So, let us continue the biological concepts. So, as we have discussed in last class, like the different characters or the living characters, it may be the growth, reproduction, metabolism. Well, you have to observe apart from these characters, few more characters also the part of the living organism. So those characters we have to discuss it now. So the living characters apart from the growth, metabolism and the consciousness. Now we have to discuss a few more characters for the living characters that we called it as like cellular structure. And the another characters like we called it as the homeostasis. And the adaptations. So like the living characters what we have discussed in previous class, like we called it as it may be the growth or the metabolism or consciousness. Let us take and observe the cellular structure. Apart from those characters what we have discussed for living, these characters also can express the living characters. Those living characters like we called it a cellular structure. So if you have to observe any organism as a made up of cells only. The living characters like we called it as a cellular structure. Let us discuss about a cellular structure. The cellular structure. Cellular structure, it indicates the presence of every cell of the body having a certain components. That composition or components we called it as a protoplasm is a living matter. So every living organism cell, every cell of living being has a living matter. That living matter is nothing but of a protoplasm. It is nothing but of a protoplasm or cytoplasm. So if you have to observe every cell of living being, andre ಒಬ್ಬ ಪ್ರಾಣಿದು ಶರೀರ ಆಗಿದ್ದುವಂಥ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಜೀವಕೋಶ, ಆ ಜೀವಕೋಶ ಒಳಗ ಒಂದು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ಏನಂತಾರಂದರೆ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. These protoplasm are otherwise called as the cytoplasm. These protoplasms can performing a important role during metabolic activities, whether it may be the synthesis of the DNA or synthesis of a protein or synthesis of a fats, like a glucose production, like many kind of the metabolic functions, the chemical reactions should be occur with the help of internal protoplasm. It is present inside the body of a cell. Now we can consider as a plant cell and animal cell. So if you have to observe these plant cells, where we can find these plant cells, it means all the greenery plants, especially from the algae to till that angiospermae, whether it may be the algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, or it may be, we call it as the gymnosperms and angiosperms. All these different classes of the plant kingdom, every plant has made up of cells, and those cells having a chemical substance called as protoplasm. Likewise, if you have to observe in every cell, every living being cell, which has composed of a protoplasm. What is the role of the protoplasm? Why should this protoplasm is required, and what are the functions of this protoplasm? What is the basic use of protoplasm to the cell? So every living being, it should be compulsory made up of cells. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಜೀವಕೋಶದಿಂದನೇ ತಯಾರಾಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ಆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಶರೀರಾಗನೂ ಈ ಜೀವಕೋಶಗಳು ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಯೂನಿಸೆಲ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಜೀವಕೋಶ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ. ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಜೀವಕೋಶಗಳಿರ್ತವೆ. ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದೀಸ್ cells, all the cells of multicellular organism has made with cell compounds or cellular compounds. So inside every cell has cell components. Those cell components, like we called it as ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, and nucleus and DNA and chloroplast in plant. This chloroplast in plants and mitochondria like different types of the different cell components are present, or cell organelles we are calling, like the Golgi apparatus, mitochondria, and the chloroplast cells of the plants, like different types of or different cellular substances are present inside the cell. And these inside the cells, whatever they are present, the cell organelles, they performing the different functions. like we called it as a protein synthesis function. Supposed to observe in the protein synthesis function the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and on this endoplasmic reticulum, which has composed of either the smooth endoplasmic reticulum or the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So this rough endoplasmic reticulum can helps for protein synthesis. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum can help for lipid synthesis. Likewise, the DNA. The DNA is a deoxyribonucleic acid. It is a basic genetic material for all higher organisms except viruses and bacteriophages. And the hereditary material can help for transformation of the characters from one generation to another generation. Likewise, in the nucleus, it can maintain all the functions of the cell, and the ribosomes, those are the major part of the cells or of the endoplasmic reticulum, which helps for the protein synthesis. Likewise, in the mitochondria, the mitochondrial substances are the cell organelles which helps for the energy storage purpose. Like the energy, it is in the form of ATPs. That ATP energy can be stored in the mitochondria. That's why mitochondria, we called it as the powerhouses of the cells. Like in the chloroplast cells, which are having the chlorophyll pigment, that chlorophyll pigment can help for photosynthetic activities like light reactions. The photosynthetic activities should be occur in the region called as the chloroplast cells of plants. Like several organelles are present and they are performing the different types of the function. With respective to their function, the a group of cells they will perform. Then it is followed by group of tissues are performing. Group of tissues are followed by the group of organs. Then such group of organs can help for organ systems. The group of organ systems can help for a organism function. We may observe a organism, whether it is a living or non-living, like which has a particularly a cell structure or a protoplasmic fluid. This protoplasmic fluid is a living matter. It's not just like non-living things. It is not present in the non-living things, whether it may be the chalk pieces or the watches or different materials, it is not present. But the living matter is present only in the living cells. That we call it as a cell structure, or we call it as a cellular structure. Every living cell has made with the help of a chemical substances called as protoplasm or cytoplasm. That protoplasm having like these kind of the substances, these are the some examples it has, these kind of substances. Like such kind of the characters of cellular structures can be seen only in the livings. ಇವು ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಬರೀ ಜೀವಂತ ಇದ್ದುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ, ಆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳ ಜೀವಕೋಶನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ನಾನ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಇಂಥ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿ ಅನದರ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ called as the homeostasis. So another character we called it as the homeostasis. This homeostasis, it represents it is a kind of activity to maintain internal environmental conditions. Means inside the body. So it can maintain the internal conditions. The homeostasis can help for proper maintenance of of internal conditions of body. If you have to observe the homeostasis is a kind of activity of living beings. However, the environmental conditions may be, whether it is extreme conditions or very hot or very cool conditions, even though internally the body has to maintain a particular temperature. Internally, every living organism body, internal temperature it can maintain. That it means the internal temperature maintenance can help for different organ function by normally. So these different organic function or organ function can be helps for all the activities like metabolic activities and the biochemical reactions and different types of the body functions, all they are depending on these maintenance of the internal conditions. So like internal conditions can be play a major role during the functioning of organs. So these can help for maintenance of internal functions. Like it may be the body, inside the body, the organs are present, like we called it as the best examples like heart or the lungs or a digestive system. Like all they required are the reproductive system. Like all these are the different organs with respective to the organ systems, and they are performing different functions. Like heart is helps for the circulation of the body fluids, like we called it as RBC cells, WBC cells and lymphocytes. Like different functions can be performed by the heart. If the temperature is more, normally our body can maintain the body temperature, the internal body temperature. Beyond that temperature, these organs should not to perform their functions properly. Like all these organs, they should not to perform their function normally. Likewise, in case of the adaptations, so the adaptations, it represents changing of the characters with respective to the external environment. The change of the characters with respective to external environment, the change of characters with respective to external environmental conditions. So if you have to observe the adaptations are nothing but of change of the characters. Change of the characters means now we have to withstand with the extreme conditions automatically. So the extreme conditions automatically adjustment of our body organs. If the conditions are raised, easily adapt. with such particular conditions. If the conditions are low, also our body will be adjust. These kind of variations or these kind of characters can be seen in the living organisms by the help of sexual reproduction, because sexual reproduction is the major character of living organisms. Even in the non-living organisms, those cannot be performing the character of a reproduction mechanism. But in living organisms, whether it may be sexually reproduced organisms, definitely they will show such adaptive characters. Like with the respective to the change of external climatic conditions, the body should be adapt whatever the conditions it may be. So such a characters can be seen in the organisms. Those characters may be the short term adaptations or the long term adaptations. Like these characters we can see only in the living organisms. Like the characters may be, one, it is a short term adaptations, and the another it is a long term adaptations. So like short term adaptations and long term adaptations are the variable adaptation types. These will help for well growth or the well conditions of the living organisms. Those will support the living organisms. It means the living organism body itself, it is adapting to the change of external environmental conditions. So that we can observe in the adaptations, the changes, how it is occur by the change of the environmental conditions. If you have to observe either in the rainy season or winter season, we will feel very cold because of the external environment. The temperature will become low. Likewise in the if you have to observe in case of these short term adaptations, can be seen in the frogs, like amphibians or the some animals. For the escaping of such conditions, they will go for the resting, like hibernation we can observe. So they are going rest till that climatic periods will suitable to their life or their life process. Until that they won't come outside. Those we can find it as a short term adaptations, and long term adaptations we can find the claws of the tigers. This is for catching of their prey purpose. It's a permanent adaptations. So thank you for watching these videos. Thank you.